So I think there are some misconceptions when it comes to disability and the etiquette that goes with it. I mean, it's totally understandable, especially for most people that are not used to hanging around people with disabilities. But there are occasions in life, you know, where you are under the distinct impression that that person thinks that you're from a different planet, in the sense that, you know, that we're maybe not approachable, that we're kind of incapable, that we're broken, we want to end our lives. And I mean, that's simply not the case. My name's Heidi and I have a disability. I have a spinal cord injury and I am paralysed from the chest down due to an accident that I had 5 years ago. So I'm just going to be talking from my personal experience of what people should maybe know when meeting someone with a disability for the first time. It's okay to look, and it's also okay to talk to me. You know, I think a lot of people tend to be quite curious and probably a little bit uncertain about how they should start conversation. But, you know, for me, I'm quite an open book. I don't have a problem with people asking me questions about my chair, about how I ended up in a chair, how I'm feeling and all this kind of stuff. I think it's important to share that kind of information. So I think also having a sense of humour is a wonderful way to break the ice as well. So yeah, it's just talk. While the whole sympathy thing is still warranted, don't feel that you have to apologise for my misfortune. You know, the whole "God bless you, child, I feel so sorry for you," can sometimes be interpreted as "I am so glad I'm not in your shoes," you know. I have accepted my disability. It is what it is now, and I have embraced it to the best of my ability, and I am truly 100% happy. So when you're out socialising, you meet people, you tend to kind of often ask the question, "Oh, so what do you do for a living?" Or "What do you do for work?" Not "Do you work?" I found that a little bit peculiar, but I mean, to work for me was something that I was itching to do, especially after the accident, mainly because everything is so accessible these days and technology is amazing, and so you've got so much scope to still be creative and to still do what you really want to do. Other people with disabilities, it might not be so easy because of their limitations, but generally speaking, you know, there is no reason why you can't work. The best part of it all is that people with disabilities can still have sex. You can still enjoy a healthy relationship and intimate moments with your partner, regardless if you've got a disability or not. I mean, you know, with various limitations still in hand, you just have to think outside the box a little bit and think maybe Kama Sutra, and I'll let your imaginations do the rest. For me, nothing's really changed other than the fact that I'm just in a wheelchair and my partner isn't. When it comes to dating a disability, the criteria needs to be a little bit higher, other than just, "Oh, I'm sure you'll get on really well with this person because this person also has a disability." Kind of need a little bit more than that. Another question is, do you get out much? For me, I still love experiencing life in any way that I can. I've never let my disability stop me doing a lot of things that I still want to do. Still try to live my life as best as I possibly can. I mean, granted, there are certain challenges. Things take a little bit longer these days, or the accessibility might be an issue, but it's never really stopped me from doing any of it. I still love to travel, which is really great. It's always been something that's been quite close to my heart. So to be able to still travel internationally on a plane is incredible. I love country drives on a weekend. I love socialising with my friends, shopping, dining, gigs. You'll find me in festivals, you name it. I mean, I'm always out and about, and if there's a problem in getting in somewhere, I just tend to ask, you know, a few guys and just say, "Hey, can you just help me out my chair, please?" And then they do, and I end up kind of sitting in places that I never thought would be possible. But sometimes you just got to ask. I think the fact that children are so inquisitive about my disability is actually a really lovely thing. They tend to stare quite a lot, but it doesn't bother me. I think it bothers the parents more so, because I think they make out that it makes me feel uncomfortable. But it really doesn't. I think the more children ask, the more they kind of find out about disability, and it makes them, you know, less ignorant to it, and it should be all kind of normalised, really. And I remember the other day where I was in my car and the ramp was down at the back, and this 7-year-old kid just walked past and kind of said, "I really love your ramp. It's so good for your wheelchair, isn't it? It must make your life so much easier." And I just thought, oh my God, how profound coming from a 7-year-old. So it's all about embracing a person with a disability and creating a community to support that. And I just think, you know, once everyone's in the know-how, it just makes life that extra little bit easier. So I hope you've enjoyed watching this video. If there's any questions that you might have, just get in contact with me, and give this video a thumbs up if you've liked it, and subscribe if you haven't already. And I look forward to seeing you in my next video. And that's my voice gone. Too much talking for one day.